Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, Big Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab with the cars going by, with the doors open, but I'm in here doing what I do for you. Today I got a good one for you. I'm asking questions now. I'm in the question mode. Let's go. 20, Wrightism, 25 was led by a storyteller. Story with a message in the story for life. I'm giving life lessons. I'm also asking questions about life lessons that you need to learn or you should know for yourself. But if not, I'll help you out. That's what I do for you. Let's go. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing who you are from the inside out, having an understanding of who you are and what you should be doing from the inside out. Everything that's about you starts on the inside. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual, all inside, will help and guide you to attain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. I'm on mine. Yours is to know thyself. Are you on yours? A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, and on a mission, they foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is on a mission. They're simple. I can teach them. Stay tuned. That's why I do what I do for you. I love that. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. I'll avoid them. I got no use for them. A person who knows and knows not that they know, oh man, is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them spiritually with what? Knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to Bayat, be true. You see me and my dad back there? That's my little personal, my pillars. Okay? I'm a pillar, yeah. I'm definitely. Strength, strength, beauty. I'm the good looking one. All right, let's go. Let me do this for you. Get this out the way. I got some things I need to be doing. It's almost time to go to work. So I'm gonna get this in right quick. Let's go. I'm out to have some fun. Right thinkers. You know I'm all about God. I'm all about the higher self. But I have to ask you a question. Do you know your divine self? Who's divine? So let's talk about that. Divine is anything that's righteous and is of God. God is divine spirit. It's all good. And the reason why we have the opposite to God is because we create that concept. God is pure, conscious knowledge of anything that's good. He stands on, he gave us Maya, which is order, reciprocity, understanding, and just. That's what we can live by and have a fruitful life. Let's go to make it to that next life. They call it the afterlife. It's no lesson. But right now, let's talk about, do you know your divine self? If not, let me help you with that. We know our names. And some of us even change our names. Why? To express who we think we are. And I can tell you, whenever you join an organization, become part of something, you have an opportunity to rename yourself to whoever you think you are. Whatever. Remember, I'm Pete Funk. My title is a sage. My name is Sage. But Sage is a title that what I do signifies that defines what I do. So understand that. But my name, I was given at birth, Mark Wright. Used it, that's my identify myself with that. The ego know Mark, right? But I have an alter ego. That's P-Funk. That's the guy who wants more. That's the guy who wants to do better. That's the guy who drives and pushes me. That's what you do. You create your own concept that will motivate you, push you to do the right thing. A lot of times we settle for what our ego wants, what our desires are. You got to go past that. That's what right thinking philosophy teaches. Your ego self, watch this, goes by what your name you are, what? You identify yourself. I'm Mark Wright, I'm Mark Wright. Hey, okay, oh, I'm P-Funk. But that's all ego. That's just identifying. That ain't my divine self. Now, I know I'm much more than my name or my title I give myself or other people's giving. I'm a spiritual being, okay, which is of divine, of divinity, which is of God. That make me a spiritual being having a human experience while I'm in this body, using the five senses to get along in this dimension. Another. I got too much stuff here. I got to stick to the mission. This mission to teach you to know your divine self. I'll ask you, Do you know your divine self? And if not, I can help you out with that. So let's go. If your spirit is of God, again, then what does that make you? I'll wait. Okay? I know I'm God in the flesh. We all are. The spirit in all of us is God, so we are human beings in the flesh. We're God in the flesh. How do you want to break it down? I really don't care. We ain't going there. All right, here you go. Knowing thyself, knowing thy divine self is what? Knowing God. If your divine self is God, that doesn't make you God in flesh. I'm just saying. Mentally, conceivably, I understand it. But physically, there's some things that I can do to manifest it to prove that I know who I am. That's the difference. If you believe in God, listen to this. You're saying, I don't know God, or I don't know thyself, or yourself. Knowing and believing is two different entities. That's why. And we seem to think because we say we believe that they know. No, that doesn't mean you believe because somebody told you. When you have your God experience for yourself, then you can say, you know God. Let's get excited. Yeah, I get amped on talking about God. Okay, why? Because that's what it is. I can't help it. Right thinking philosophy gives you the spiritual knowledge to know God for yourself. I don't preach about God. I don't tell you a whole bunch of nonsense. I'm going to give you information and knowledge and spiritual concepts that you can implement and manifest the concept for yourself and get to know God for yourself. But that's how it's done. Every individual has the right to know God for themselves. Anybody, especially no color, no race, none of that. Your higher self is God. Okay? You can't be religious, okay, but the higher self is God. Understand that that's just a title. The higher self represented by that title. You just have to learn that for yourself. That's the mental part. That's becoming conscious. That's becoming spiritual enlightenment. That's becoming reaching. That's becoming master self or becoming a master right thinker. You master my right thinking philosophy, you have reached that level of nihas, anointment, Christhood, all those names that you call it. But every individual has the right and should strive to do just that. If not, it's a do-over. Conceptually, remember, this is all mythological and conceptual concepts. Right thinking philosophy gets you to become what? God conscious. With what? With your own experiences, not mine. I can't get you God conscious. It's something. God is personal. You should have your own intimate relationship with your higher self. There's a joke in there, but I ain't going there. No, I ain't gonna do that. When you become spiritually enlightened, you know your divine, aka higher self. To know thyself is to know God. To know God is to know thyself. So the work you got to put in to do either one of them still will come out the same. Self-discovery, know thyself, become anointed, hit Christ or whatever. But living right is part of the requirement that you have to do. Okay? That's the caveat to most people. They can think it, they can understand it, interpret it, and even believe it. But do you manifest it? The key is in the manifestation. Alright? Think about something, hear about something, know something, all that's fine. But what are you doing about something? That's the key. That's right thinking philosophy for me. Knowing thyself is human. Knowing who I am in the flesh. I'm God in the flesh. I'm a spiritual being having human experience. I'm Mark, right? I'm P-Funk. I'm whoever I think or I want to be called. All that's irrelevant. When you know thyself. When all you know is yourself, you're living on the third level of human existence. There's 7 levels. The third level is right there when you just in the physical world, where you want good car, nice house, all the luxuries. You want to be known. You want people to raise you and praise. That's ego. You live on the ego level. That's all that is. And we call it the lower level. Masons. You're not a master of nothing on the third degree in the blue house. Okay? You need to what? Raise your level. Again, they aspire most Masons to what? Raise their level to that. Why? They know the third degree ain't enough. That's why. So they don't tell you that. I will. Why? I'm not obligated to them. I do what I want. I teach. I'm teaching what I know. And I know that too. Knowing who you are, trust me, is good. Why? Because you identify with what? Not your name, your higher self. I answer to P Funk and Mark. You can call me Sage, you can call me whoever. But that don't mean that's who I am. We need to understand that. That's what knowing ourselves is. We all claim to know ourselves, yeah, and we do. But that's just being human. Again, third level. Like my boys Adam Costello, who's on first, what's on second. Why do you think I don't know who's on third base? You figure that one out. It's a little joke in there. Also a lesson. I'm not gonna stop giving lessons. I'm not gonna stop giving subliminal messages. That's what I do. Esoteric teaching is right there in the philosophy in a nutshell. It's all about the hidden knowledge that they don't want you to know. I want you to know that. That's why I give it to you. And any means necessary. By any means necessary. Okay? Watch this. But wait a minute. Okay, knowing thyself is the first thing you need to know. Spiritually, intellectually, you need to know you. Don't let nobody tell you who you are based on what they think about you, what they see, but how you carry yourself will and do show who you are. But that's just the persona. It's just the outside. Nobody knows what's going on the inside. Either your divine self do. Alright. I'm running a little late. Let me get this done. I'm sorry about that. You know how I do. I just go a little talking about God. I get too excited. Here you go. Right thinking philosophy does what? Helps you to what? Know your divine higher self. I get you to that level. Why? Because I know that's what you need to be to do what you want to do for you. That's why I do what I do for you. So you can do what you need to do for you. Let's go. Just knowing I'm human is the lowest spiritual level of human existence. Most people live there and they're comfortable with that. That's why reincarnation line is so long. Okay? Everybody don't wake up, everybody don't know themselves the first go around. I mean, I'm just telling you, the spirit is not pure. You can purify it though. Alright? I'm good, I'm God conscious. Why? Because of the things I learned in the way I live. I serve, worship, and do the right thing in reference to him. I don't answer to man. I could care less. That guy right there, he's no longer here. So I answer to him in spirit still. I still want to do him proud. I still want to make sure he knows that I keep him in that level. Simple. I know God. Divine means good, perfect, pure. Not man. I don't answer to man. Again, I answer to God, which is what? My higher self. My maker. I know who he is. I answer to a higher power, not man. I answer to God, again, my higher self. Right thinkers have understanding of their divine self. I'm teaching them that. And the better they get at it, the better, more proficient, they'll be able to do it for themselves. They don't need me to guide them that way. Why? They got it. Once they get it, I'm going to give you the ball of truth. I'm going to give you knowledge and spiritual understanding. Here. What you do with it is your choice. Run with it, stand it, throw it, don't make a difference, all right? I'm a quarterback. I do it all. Next one is the last one. I'm about to wrap it up again. I appreciate the lesson get a little longer. I hope they're still getting the message across. That's my goal. Next one is mastering right thinking philosophy means you know yourself, and guess what? You know your divine self. So right thinkers, we do know our divine self. If you follow right thinking philosophy, I'll make sure you can answer that one too for yourself. Let's go. I have my own personal relationship with my higher self. And I like the fact that it's called intimate. Okay? Intimate means, yeah, it's personal and it's from the inside. I don't have an outward relationship with God. That's nature. That's my body. I deal with that when it happens. But the spiritual part is what you need to get a better understanding of. Talk to your higher self. I do on a regular basis. Here you go. Ancestors don't make a difference, but it's a spiritual thing. I know how to teach you right then to have your own relationship with your God. You understand it. First of all, I want you to get to understand Him, and then you can start your relationship. Okay, I'm just pointing in the right direction. God, this is so and so, so and so. This is God. I'm out. I'm just I'm just connecting y'all together. That's all. I've been doing that for a long time. I'm good at that. I like doing that, so it's don't bother me. Here you go. I know what if you excuse me. I know if you serve your divine self, your divine self will what? Serve you. If you do the right thing, you reap what you sow. If you pay respect and do right by your divine self will do right by you. Ain't that what it says in the book? Take one step, you take two. Oh, that good. Y'all talking good. I ain't got time to talk a whole bunch of. I'm teaching. I ain't got time to talk it. I'm walking it. So I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm getting the definition from people who say, "Well, that's what this is." I ain't got a problem with that. I have no idea about that. I'm Paul. Paul said, I became all things to men. I tell my pastor, I do whatever I need to do to get them to God. If it's got to be a little shady, it got to be a little, I don't care. So he said, that's Paul. I mean, okay, by any means necessary. That's Malcolm to me. All right, last one, wrap this up. Self mastery is you knowing you and your divine self to be one. If you know me, everything is what? One to one. Everything comes from the one. Last one. I know myself. And I know my divine. I also know my divine self also. And the question remains, do you? If not, stay tuned. I got more for you. I can help you out with that. I appreciate you tuning in.